Hello friends, as Gujarat government has changed the book of SS Social Science Standard 6, we have a new updated book. This is our cover page of this book, and the content of this book are more and less the same. The very first is let us know the history. Then second is journey of primitive man to settle life. Now, if we are looking for the chapter number 1, let us know the history. In this chapter, there are some important content like what is about the social science. It gives the information about the social world of the man, like geography, economic, social condition, institutional and political activities and organization. We know that whatever today, that is not in the past. Right now there is an organization and the institutions which earlier they have a different form. History gives us information about the past of human society, with the help of which we know our present. Why should we learn history? We should learn other subjects apart from the history. They introduce us about the social life of present man, about the today's world. But history gives us information about the past of human society, with the help of which we know our present. We know that whatever we are today, we are coming from the past. We are getting development and growth and becoming and making our today. So that is important to learn the history. Without knowing the past, man cannot get the present scenario. Why it is so? History takes us to the different world of the past. It gives us information about the custom and traditions, belief, diet and the dresses of the people of different generation. So we can call that we feel as if we are wandering in some other world. पास्ट में जाकर उसको देखते हैं कि क्या था, कैसे लोग जीते थे. Here the another point is tools and resources to know the history. Now if we want to know the history, how can we get the information? So Chintan read a newspaper. A 4,000 years old city has been discovered in Kutch of Gujarat. Right now in our houses we are getting the newspaper and TV channels, right? This will become the evidence for the future. Past में क्या होता था? We are getting the evidence from the newspaper and the articles or the another objects, like the very first is Tadpatra and Bhojpatra. In our earlier video we have discussed about the Tadpatra and Bhojpatra. Tadpatra is a leaf of palm and the birch bark, that is a tiny that is a thinner bark or a thinner skin of the tree on which they are writing the records. The another source to know the history, that is inscription. That also we have learned. What is inscription? It is article which are carved on the metal or a stone are called the stone inscription. Earlier they are using the palm leaf and bark. Then they are getting the writing on the stones and the metal, that is called inscriptions. Then the third one is Tamrapatra, that is copper plate. As and when time goes, they are getting some disturbance in the palm tree and they are developing the inscription on the stone and the metal. Then they have find that the copper plate will be the safe to store the information and they can be stay for a longer period. So they are using the copper plates and writing the information on the copper plates. Then the fourth one is coin. Coin are also an important source to know about the history. Right now in this present world we are using the currency, right? 10 rupee note, 500 rupee note. Right now that 500 and 1000 rupees note become a history, right? Just like that, in earlier they are using the coin. Now students studying history, that is archaeologists, historians and travelers. The another category to know the history, that is archaeologists, travelers and the historians. What the historians are doing? They are history gives information by the archaeologist about the past of human society on the basis of research. Archaeologists do the research. They are digging up the soil and get the object from the soil. Dig out the houses, coins, brick, stone, implements, sample of food, bone of man and animals, etc. When they are digging, they are getting such kind of objects, and we know that there is a forensic lab. CID सब लोग देखते होंगे, उन्होंने देखा होगा सब लोगों ने, right? There is a forensic lab and they are getting the information about the object, how old it is, from which particles they are made of. So they are getting the knowledge of such object by the use of forensic lab. Man has been wandering from one place to another since ancient time. We know that they are mainly they are wandering for the food, and then they are getting settled life in the river bank, on the river bank. So they are wandering from here and there. So archaeologists digging the soil and getting such kind of evidence. Now the research of archaeologists and historians gives us glimpse of great civilization which flourished in the northwest region on the bank of river Indus. This Indus river means the right now the Jammu Kashmir and Pakistan region. We are getting the ancient houses in this river bank on the base of the Indus river. In India, many cities existed more than 4,500 years ago. In the same way, it can also be known that many cities developed on the bank of river Ganga and nearby area about 2,500 years ago. So the archaeologists get an information that before 2,500 years there is a civilization near the Ganga, and before 4,500 years ago there is a civilization near the Indus river. Now the traveler. Here traveler, from the we know that many foreigners come to India to know the civilization of the India, to know the culture and belief of the Indian people. So the travel detail of the such travelers, we get information about the history and culture of a country. It includes traveler like Magatsinis, Pliny, Fahayan and Huang Stang. These are the travelogues. Some travelers come to India to know the India, and they are making the notes on the same, and we are getting information about our culture from these travelers. Now name of the land. We know our country by two names. The one is India and the another is Bharat. The word India is derived from Indus, which is called Sindhu in Sanskrit. As we seen that there is a civilization near Indus Valley, so it is called India. Sindhu Sanskriti, we know that this Sindhu word is a Sanskrit word. People of ancient Iran and Greece were familiar with the Indus river. They come into contact with this region 2600 years ago. Iranians called the Indus River Hindus and people of Greece called Indus. Hindus and Indus. They knew the east bank of river as India. We know about the name Bharat from the Rig Veda. So Bharat is coming from the Vedic word, that is Rig Ved, and the Indus, which is coming from the travelers like Greek and Iran people. They are giving the name of India, Indus, Sindhu, and the Bharat word coming from the Rig Veda. We have maybe many of us seen the Mahabharata, and we know that there is a Bharat verse. They are using the word Bharat verse. So Bharat. Now, name Bharat came to settle in north-western India. It is from their name that our country come to know as Bharat. This group is also mentioned in the early work of Sanskrit, that is Rig Veda. When we are learn about the Rig Veda, then we can find out this word Bharat, how it comes. Now, here the one important content which we have not learned in the earlier book, that is date line. We have seen that sometime before the years they are writing AD, BC, BCE. What is this all? So here giving a timeline. There is a neutral 0 point. Right side of that we can see that is AD. Right now we are following the Christian calendar, and Christians are believing Jesus Christ. So whatever they have find out or whatever they have searched, they are thinking that the Christ is the initial stage. So from the birth of Jesus Christ, they are giving the year number 1, 2, 3, 4, 2001, 2002, then 2000, and right now we are in a 2020. So on the right side of the 0 there is an after Anno Domini, that is after the birth of Jesus Christ, and left side of the 0 there is a BC, that is called before Christ. First century, then second century. This is the before Christ and after Christ, birth of Jesus Christ. Here there is a full form of this BC, CE, BCE, right? That is a date line showing AD and BC. We have seen here the CE means common era, or while we can say a current era. Right now we are in a 2020. Current era means the same, right side of the birth of Jesus Christ. So it is called current era or a common era. BCE means a before common era, before the birth of Jesus Christ. As Christianity is associated with most nations of the world, we use the same date line in the India as in many nations. Right now we are following the Christian calendar all over the world, so we are also following the Christian, this AD, BC and this timeline. Okay, here there are the important notes, that is know what is BC, AD and what is birch bark. Here we are completing our chapter number 1 with the updated version. Now this is your exercise you have to do by your own, and this is your today's homework. Exercise 1, choose the correct option, and exercise 3, matching the following. These two you have to do, and answer the following question in short, that is explain the BC, AD and which is the oldest coin of India, which are the sources to know the history. If you are able to do this exercise 2, then do it, otherwise it is optional, but exercise 1 and 3 you have to complete it by your own. Thank you.